Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So, before this video starts, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Daniel who let me know about this. Now, I completely forgot he told me about this. It was a while ago, but I've just been busy with work because school holidays have started. So I've just been real busy, finishing late. But it's gonna end soon. So hopefully, once it does, I can. Well, definitely, once it ends, I'm going to be getting back into a regular routine of making Life is Strange videos and content and whatnot. But anyways, so if you go to the extras menu in Life is Strange True Colors, you can actually watch the DLC Wavelengths. You can watch the credits roll. And in the credits, this is actually, I don't know if anyone's covered this, I may be late to it, but I still want to talk about this. They actually show that not only is Mikey North returning from Before the Storm, but they're also bringing back Chloe Price and Rachel Amber. Now, sadly, we're not getting you-know-who to voice Chloe because of a certain incident that happened a while ago. So, in case you don't know what I'm referring to, there was this big voice actor strike a while ago. This was before or during Before the Storm's production, so we couldn't get Ashley Birch to voice Chloe. So they used her motion capture artist, which is Rihanna DeVries. I don't know how I'm pronouncing that. So it's a shame we're not getting Ashley Birch again. But I gotta say, this is bad. And I want to tell you why this is bad. And it all begins with how the game Life is Strange True Colors starts. Now, I'm still working on playthroughs. I plan to finish the game before the DLC comes out, which is on the 30th, I believe. Now, the thing is, when you start a new game, it does not give you the option of, did you sacrifice Arcadia Bay or did you sacrifice Chloe? It doesn't give us any Life is Strange 1 or 2 options to make choices for previous games. Now, obviously, the reason can be argued that because, Life is Strange 2, that choice actually did matter in a way. We got to get some information about what happens based off one of the 2 endings. Even though it was a little bit of information, we still got, I wouldn't say closure, but we did kind of get, what's it called? I wouldn't say closure, but we kind of got just info. We got more than what Life is Strange 1's ending gave us, so we got to know what happened after the events of the ending. And it's enough to piece together information of where Max is going. I've made videos about this before, what's happening to Max, Chloe, because we know what happens to Nathan, Max, Chloe, Victoria, based off one of the 2 endings. But getting back on topic here. So, this game takes place in the year 2019. Now, the comic in Life is Strange, right now, it's 2016. Because Volume 1 takes place a year after the events of Life is Strange 1. So, the year in Volume 1 is 2014. And after the end of Volume 1, well, I should more accurately, the start of Volume 2 and the other volumes, the year is 2016. And now Life is Strange True Colors is in the year 2019. And I guess why I'm saying this is bad is it may not be. I really hope it's not. Now, the problem with this is, what if this is a flashback? Okay, if that's a flashback, that is good. Maybe playing as Steph, we get to look at some videos on the computer and it shows Steph hanging out with Chloe and Rachel. Okay, that's possible, and that would be okay. But if it really just shows Chloe and Max together in the present, that's a big problem, because as we all know, Rachel Amber is dead. Nathan Prescott overdosed her because he was trying to imitate what Jefferson could do, but he fucked up. He gave Rachel too much, and so him and Jefferson had to bury her body in the junkyard, which is discovered by Max and Chloe. So you see, the problem here is, if Chloe and Rachel are in the present day, then that means the comic is canon. And honestly, because I can tell, I know I get a lot of comments. I got to go back and start responding to the comments. I'm sorry, this work's been busy, but the comments, a lot of people are saying, okay, no, this is crap. This isn't price filled. It's just shipping Rachel and Chloe. And honestly, for your Amber price shippers, you know, I'm happy for you that you're getting what you want. You know, but I'm a price filled shipper, so I'm like, come on, because I swear to God, if we don't get price filled by the time this series ends, you know, it's gonna be bullshit. But yeah, if Chloe and Rachel show up in the present day, that means the comics are canon, which means the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending is canon. And I know what you're thinking, okay, if you are such a big fan of price field, why are you saying this is a bad idea? Well, you see, this also creates another problem, which means that, and it's actually pretty funny if you think about it, it means that Life is Strange True Colors is set in an alternate timeline. and this is just crazy because, alright, so Life is Strange 1, Life is Strange 1 and Volume 1 of the comics are in the same timeline. Well, Max jumps back and forth, but you know, it's mainly set a year after the events of the game. And at the end of the comic, at the end of issue 4, to be more precise, Max has to go to a different timeline, and she ends up going to the timeline with Chloe and Rachel. Now, if they're alive in this timeline, then that means getting tongue-tied. Since they're alive in this timeline, that means that we are playing a Life is Strange game in an alternate timeline. It's not the main timeline. And what I'm saying before about why it's so funny is because Life is Strange 1 and 2 is made by Don't Nod. Life is Strange Before the Storm and True Colors are made by Deck 9. So in a way, then that means Before the Storm is not canon. Okay, it's canon but it's in the same universe as True Colors, but it's not in the same universe as Life is Strange 1 and 2, and I find this hilarious because, like, I want to make this clear. I really enjoyed Before the Storm. Like, I like all the Life is Strange games. Like, are they perfect? No, but they're great to play. I love the writing, I love the world building, I love the characters. Like, and to this day, you know, I'm saying, like, when I compare Life is Strange 1 and 2, I say Life is Strange 1 had a better story, but I didn't like the endings, like how it ended. Like, I always feel that Life is Strange 2 had the better endings, even though the story wasn't as good as the first one. So this is just pretty incredible. Like, obviously, I know it sounds like I'm talking out my ass, but I mean, the comics themselves have proven that there's an infinite number of timelines. Like, even though the comic is just one of many infinite timelines, like, because it's not canon, but if they do this, if they bring Chloe and Rachel into the present day, and they reference Max and say, yeah, we saw her in that, or if Steph, for example, referenced the comics, because the last issue we saw Steph, remember, issue 18. And obviously spoilers for people who haven't read it, but yeah, she's in issue 18. So what if Steph brings up that? It's like, is Max with you? Or then that would mean that this comic, which is meant to be one in an infinite timeline, is now canon. So the comic is canonically what happens after Life is Strange 1, and Sacrifice Arcadia Bay is the canonical ending. Like, it's just really just a mindfuck for me just to go over this, because it's so crazy just to even think about it, and it's also a little hilarious. So, like, I would love it if Don't Nod ends up getting the rights to make Life is Strange games. They should make Life is Strange games like in a different universe, you know, like, so you have the Don't Nod universe and you have the Deck 9 universe. I think that'd be pretty funny, so that way they can tell their own stories and not like, and even if the continuity doesn't make sense, it's like, oh no, they're in two different realities. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Like, please let me know what you think in the comments below. I really hope that this isn't true, but we'll have to wait and see. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.